alone. We are completely alone. 40 light years from the nearest habitable world. 4 light years from the nearest star. We are inbound from a month of prospecting workman around a lifeless sun somewhere along the rim. At sublight, Sisyphus Station, more than 1,000 AUs distant, still about a day away. Just 6 inches of steel and carbon and glass stand between me and oblivion. Outside, nothing. Not air, not heat, not dust. Just distance and time. If I were to slip through this hole right now, my body could float for 1,000,000 lifetimes and never once see the light of day. Yet here we are, looking for gold in the house of the devil himself, telling ourselves that we make this trip, long, cold, and deadly, for the riches and wealth it promises. But in the end, none of that really matters. Because it is the very fact that it is cold, and that it is lonely, and that it is dangerous that brings us here. These are the things man has always overcome. These are the things man has always desired. Because it sure as hell ain't the money. What's our ETA?
Just under 20 hours. We hit it pretty close.
And the com delay?
About half an hour. We've been cleared for immediate dock.
Good. Now, we see who's taking.
What, are you worried about our claim?
Nah, not really. But the fewer pack mules we have to deal with, the better. I just don't want this find on this trip to be our first experience with a claim jumper.
That'd be our luck now, wouldn't it?
That would be our luck. God, just let this be for real. Even making enough credit to fund our own surveys would make me a happy man.
You know, if this does turn out to be for real, we could sell this ship and pay somebody else to take the long tour.
Yeah, like anybody would buy the Matilda. I just want to get this claim X to MRC on the quick and start the survey. There should be somebody out there ready for a big bite, and the sooner, the better.
Just don't move too fast, okay?
Too fast? What's that supposed to mean?
Alex, I know you're worried. Hell, I'm worried too. I'm just saying, there's no need to rush a job that could turn out to be dangerous. Real dangerous. I'd rather take a few extra hours if it doubles our chances of making it home in one piece.
Well, what if cutting a couple hours means doubling our chances of coming back rich?
Well, rich and dead doesn't appeal to me. It's just not that important.
Not that important? Really? How about the fact we don't even have enough credit to fully resupply at Sisyphus? Is that worth a little hustle? We need this contract, and that's if we get this contract. Because if we don't, it won't matter how long it would take. We'll have to sell the Matilda just to get us back to Earth, and that's if she'll buy us that far.
Well, I'd rather be stranded on Luna, broke but alive, than found dead inches away from a fortune on a decompressed ship.
Really? I've been to Luna. I spent a week at Clavius. I can think of several ways to die I'd actually prefer.
Look, don't get me wrong. I don't want to lose Matilda, but I just don't think it's worth taking any stupid chances. I'd rather start over from scratch.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be starting over from scratch, would you? I would be starting over from scratch. Matilda is my ship. She's my blood, and she's my life. For whatever that's worth. Look, Matilda is my first real ship. She's the only thing I own in the whole universe. If I lose her, there is no starting over. Not for me. And right now, keeping her means getting that damn contract and turning it around as soon as humanly possible.
Well, Alex, she's my life too, you know.
Yeah, well, who sold his life insurance so we could buy our last tank of fuel? Let me know when you get our approach pattern from Sisyphus, won't you? I'll be buttoning us down the back.
Man, look at the size of that thing. Didn't you used to serve on one of those?
6 years. Too bad they're not as big on the inside as they look from out here.
I expected a few refusals, but man.
Yeah, now I know why this place is so empty.
Yeah, I guess you were right. The big mineral interests pretty much have this sector all buttoned up.
Well, yeah, that too.
What do you mean?
Well, look at it from their point of view. We're a small independent operator down on our luck.
So?
So they know we're desperate. They probably also know that we barely have enough for a berthing fee, let alone another trip out.
Yeah.
Well, what would you think?
But we're clean. I mean, we have a good record, and we have a good survey.
Rick, you know as well as I that good data can be rigged. Our reputation becomes less and less reliable the closer we get to the bottom line.
Nice. So who's our last stop?
Groves Associates.
Sandra? Thought she blackballed you.
No, she did. No, she tried. Anyway, she's the last one left that hates the big boys enough to possibly listen to our pitch.
Let's hope she hates them a lot.
Well, I have to say, I am curious, Alex. I don't know what made you think I'd ever take another contract from you, but I know you must be desperate to try.
I know the only other loser in this fight with big mining is you. No independent prospectors means no contracts, no mining rights, and no percentage.
Right. We all go down together. So what have you got?
What we've got is a rogue asteroid in interstellar space, traveling just above the grid at about 6,000 kph. It looks like a free piece of Oort matter shaken loose by a comet or proximate stellar alignment.
And this is special why?
Because its magnetic field is several orders of magnitude stronger than any object its size ought to be. Hell, it nearly jumped off the scale on our MAD, which is how we were able to find such a small rogue in the first place. Look at the gauze analysis.
Magnetic north.
Magnetic north. Only magnetic north.
We think it's an amalgam of true north monopoles, roughly 26 million metric tons, judging by the strength of that field.
That's not possible.
Well, look at the numbers.
No. You're running some kind of scam on me. What makes you think I'd believe any of this crap?
Because I'll put up the papers on my ship.
What?
Yeah, what?
I'm serious. I come back empty-handed, the Matilda is yours, free and clear.
Now I know you're running a scam.
Yeah, just look at the readings. I mean, the research commissions alone will be enough to fund your operations here for the next couple of years. And that's if it's just an anomaly. But if it isn't...
I don't even think you know what that kind of monopole ore would go for.
What's my cut?
Our offer is 20% of all survey rights in exchange for all the fuel and supplies you can give us. In addition, we're going to need these repairs and everything else there.
Now, even if I did believe you, and I'm not saying I do, why should I send the two of you out? You and I don't exactly have a happy past together, Alex.
Well, who else are you going to send? David? That thief couldn't find an airlock if the outer hatch was open. We have the coordinates, and if you don't front the money for this, I'll wait for somebody who will. Either way, we're the only ones who know how to find that rock.
Point taken. All right. Deal. I'll credit you with the supply pool today.
And the repairs?
I'll have a maintenance crew out to you by 0600.
And lodging.
Don't push me, Poindexter. Now, you and I have a solid deal here.
Oh, stop it. This is my deal. Your company gets free lodging from the station authority anyway. Just give us the damn berth numbers and food and water vouchers for the night.
Well, look what we have here.
Hell, this just keeps getting better and better.
Having a little trouble finding a sponsor, I hear.
What's the matter, David? Run out of contracts to hijack?
Alex, I would love to stay and make you regret that, but I'm booked on a cargo run to Minsk.
Well, it beats the hell out of working, I suppose.
Really? Well, we'll have to talk about that over a couple of drinks when I get back. You will be here when I get back, won't you?
Bite my ass.
Eloquent to the last.
The hell was that asshole?
Oh, Rick, it's an old story.
Well, since it's probably going to cost us our ship, I'd kind of like to know.
A while back, right after the war, I got a hold of a small barge and made a pretty decent living on the outer rim prospecting the former colonial territories. There was a lot of money to be made back then. See, the military had expanded out into an entire sector of new systems and nobody had bothered to map it. Hell, there was even good war salvage if you were smart and knew how to deal with the Navy. Then David came along.
And he did what exactly?
He took 10 good prospects right out from underneath me. See, what he'd do is he'd plot my trajectory. He'd follow me to the site, do a shoddy survey, and then beat me back before I could file my papers with MRC.
Yeah, but you filed your flight plans first.
Well, it didn't matter. Remember, at that time, the military was in de facto control over most of the colonies. They weren't too interested in those kind of details.
So what'd you do?
Well, I figured the only fraud the military would be interested in prosecuting would be one perpetrated against them. So I set David up.
What?
I went on a bogus survey, hung out for a few days, came back, went to a bar and got real drunk, got real loud about this huge field I'd discovered.
And he fell for that?
Well, he broke into my ship and stole my database, which I had spent an appropriate amount of time cooking up. Then somehow he managed to get a bond and a retainer.
So then what happened?
Well, about the time he took off, the feds figured out my data was crap. He must have figured it out too, because he didn't come back. He ran. When the feds caught up to him at Cygnus, they took everything. His ship, his contract, and his charter. Oh, and he spent 3 years in prison to boot.
And did they track any of this back to you?
Oddly enough, no. They never did.
Well, you could have explained.
Hell, I was scared. Plus, at the time, I figured he got what he deserved. Look, I was a lot younger and a lot angrier back then, okay?
Jeez, Alex, that's pretty low.
Believe me, if I could go back and change anything, I would have simply tried to outrun him. But nobody put a gun to his head and made him break into my ship. He did that all by himself.
Yeah, but now you're the guy with a freighter load of payback on your head.
Oh, hello, Sandra. This is unexpected. What can I do for you?
Nothing. But it may be that I can do something for you.
A favor? Really? What do you have in mind?
You remember your old friend, Alex? Well, he just came into my office groveling for a contract.
He did. You spaced him, of course.
Better. Are you booked up for the next month?
Intriguing, but I do have a few commitments.
What if I told you that in addition to getting back at an old enemy, you can make a sizable profit for yourself at the same time?
Okay, you have my attention.
Navigation is up. Panel is green.
What's your flight time, non-sync?
3 days, 12 hours. We're looking at another 2 to 24 hours until a rendezvous in real space, depending on our luck.
Like hell. If you overshoot our target this time, I'll space you myself.
This is your favorite part, isn't it?
Next to the first shower after making port? Yeah. Yeah, it is. All right, let's go.
Navigation is up. Engaging drive control.
Did you get that?
Nav coordinates received and locked in.
Give them a few hours head start and then follow them out.
I'm trusting you now. If this doesn't turn out in my favor, I promise you, that bill will not be a pleasant one to pay.
David. Only they know where this precious rock is. In a few days, only you will know. And if anyone stands to be hung out to dry over this, it's me. So I too expect your full cooperation. Do you understand me?
As clear as always. This will be our last communication until rendezvous.
Dampers on idle. Reactor is stable. 20% positive drift.
Okay, life support is green and power is green and everything is buttoned down. How's our position to target?
Pinging the transponder. Our position checks out with the nav computer. We should pretty much be right on top of it.
Did you adjust for the drift?
Yeah, I adjusted for the drift. Here we go. 25 light seconds, 14 degrees starboard by 16 by 59.
All right, what's our ETA?
At 1/2 standard drive, 2 hours, 29 minutes.
All right, let's go for 1/2 drive.
Matt just crashed. Man, the Gauss readings are immense.
That is one unfriendly piece of real estate floating around out there. It's just full of holes and fissures.
Looks like a loose amalgam of sand and ice around a solid core. It's pretty much a death trap down there.
Is it too loose to land?
Tell me we don't have to go in.
Well, unless you have another way of gathering data. Our sensors are gone. That magnetic field's just too strong.
Okay, who's on foot?
Me. You get us an approach vector. I'll prep the seismics.
The suit's going to give you 8 hours of oxygen. But with decompression in and out, that's going to leave you with 7 hours. And I'm going to call you back in after 4.
Fine. How many charges am I going to need?
Only 2, but go ahead and grab 3. The surface strata seems pretty loose, and I want to make sure we get a good solid echo for the receiver. Let's check the det remote. Now remember, do not use this thing without telling me first. Okay?
Just as long as you don't lock me out. Grapple?
Here, I want you to wipe your helmet.
It's clean.
Wipe your helmet. I don't want something loose in there, getting sucked into that big honker of yours, then have to waste time hauling you back in here so that you can scratch your nose. Now, please give me a good placement on the seismics. I don't want to go any deeper in this rock than I have to.
Look, we're already here. We will go as deep as we have to go. You understand?
I don't want to argue about it. Just give me good placement. We can both go home in one piece.
Agreed. Butt me in. I'm at the first site.
Good. Now remember to place it even and face down.
You know, you say that every time I do this.
Well, if you do it right just once, I wouldn't have to keep reminding you.
Fine, it's down. Still got 2 more sites to go. 6 hours of air, and I should be done in 3.
Great, the acoustic sensor is planted and online. This should give us a good read of about 20% of the loose strata.
6 more surveys ought to do it. We ought to be able to claim our share of the yield.
But we only need to map 30% to get our share.
Rick, I'm the one in the suit down here, okay? We're finished when I say we're finished. You understand?
Copy.
What was that? I thought I heard an alarm.
Nothing. It was a transponder. I got it.
Well, I'm all done here. How's it look?
Copy. My panel shows you green light.
Good. I'm heading back.
Copy that. Damn. No way.
Shit.
Alex?
Yes?
I think there's a ship coming.
Perfect. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Get back in here ASAP.
About that.
Well, what do we have here? This is Avatar. I'm asserting my claim over this survey and order you to withdraw forthwith.
What? Is he kidding?
Avatar.
This is the Waltzing Matilda. We are currently under survey. We have first claim and right of way.
I beg to differ. If you head back to port, young man, and check with registry, I think you'll find a different story there.
The hell we will. This is our claim.
Alex, where are you? Get back here now.
Forget me. Get my ship under cover and fire those charges.
Not with you out there. Get your ass back to the ship.
Rick, I'm not kidding. Hit those charges and get out of here.
Negative. I am coming to you.
No, Rick, hit the Rick! 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 Damn. Listen, buddy, this is my survey and my claim. Get the hell off my rock.
I'm not disputing who is here first, but as we both know, it's not the first move that wins the game.
Where the hell are you? Got it. Alex, I have your position, and I'm on approach.
Rick, no! Just get my ship out of here!
Well, let's take a look at this stout craft of yours. Very good. Right on target. Say goodnight, Matilda.
The hell is that?
My comm laser. Get the message?
Comm laser my ass.
Rick, just get the hell out of here. There's nothing more you can do.
Now, I think.
I'm beginning to think you're right.
Rick!
I'm okay, but he is coming in fast.
Those bauxite tunnels. Head there.
What? Where?
Below. Caves, trenches, anywhere you can get cover.
But what about you?
Worry about me later. Just get the cover.
He's headed for that bauxite tube.
Oh, no, you don't. Not that easily.
Rick!
Direct hit.
Look at that. I guess she wasn't as stout as I thought.
You bastard.
Now for the coup de grace. Alex, be a good fellow and stand up and take your medicine for me.
No. No way. You're gonna have to come down here and get me, you son of a bitch.
Fine, as you wish. Phil?
Oh, God.
Hit?
I'm not sure. I can't read him over this magnetic interference.
Find him. I can't have bodies lying around complicating matters.
Crap.
Come on, you Russian-built piece of crap. Should do it. There we go. What is it now, you ungrateful bitch? What the hell? What is this thing doing here?
Alex, are you still alive down there?
So far.
Well, I am understandably upset by this news. I have gone to great effort to secure this claim here, and as you can well imagine, those missiles aren't cheap.
So, does this mean you're not taking me back to Sisyphus?
I'm afraid it does.
Well, then you know what you can do with yourself.
Now, Alex, I'm trying to be sporting about this. I can either let you suffer a slow, lingering death of hypoxia, or I can end this quickly and painlessly.
Painless? Painless for who, David? Considering your accuracy with that thing, I don't put too much stock in your painless death.
Just a relay. Stupid little bug. You were tracking us, you asshole.
Maybe I've been a little hasty here. I've already got the blood of your friend on my hands. What would it take to guarantee your cooperation in this little arrangement here?
I don't know, David. What would it take to get you to ram that ship of yours into this rock like a giant lawn dart?
Alex, this game is pointless. I can see there's no room for negotiation here.
David, when has there ever been room for negotiation? I seem to remember you were pretty intent on putting me out of business.
As long as we're getting the story straight, let's remember who cost me my ship, my charter, and my reputation. That's not something I easily forget.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm the thief. You jacked my route, you asshole. You lost your own damn ship. I just made the call.
Man, the magnetic radiation is off the scale. You were right, Alex. We'd have been rich as kings. Alright, I gotta find a way out of here. I know the way I came in, but Mr. Friendly lives up there. So how do I find a back door? Active scanners are still offline. No seismic data yet. Wait a second. Looks like there is some positive pressure out there. Probably ionized emissions from the bauxite. Okay. Let's go with the flow.
There.
Fox and hound, Alex. Fox and hound. What the hell? What is that?
I don't know, but it's coming right for us.
Alex?
Yes?
What exactly are you holding there in your hand?
Right now, you guys are floating over 1/2 kiloton of shape charge attached to the underbelly of your ship.
Okay. You've got my attention. Now what do you plan to do?
I plan on getting you guys to take me the hell home.
Why would I do that when I could incinerate you from here? You'd be dead before you threw the switch.
I'm already pressing the switch, you imbecile, and if I let it go, then we have a real problem.
Don't look at me.
What was that? I didn't catch that last transmission.
Look, Alex, you know there's no way I'm going to let you on my ship.
Fine. So either you can shoot me now, in which case the blast will mix your brains with your feet, or my finger can get tired. Either way, same result.
And if you get on board, what exactly then? You don't have a gun.
I have the remote, imbecile. The explosives stay outside and you stay inside with me and hope I don't let go.
Alex, it's 4 days to port.
I got plenty to keep me awake.
We have quite the Mexican standoff here. Can you get them?
Hell no. But I could shoot the cable with minor damage to us.
Do it.
There is one problem. He could still detonate the charge before it falls far enough to do us any good.
So, what's it gonna be?
Alex, isn't your air getting thin about now?
You don't think I left the ship without recharging, do you? What kind of idiot do you think I am? Oh, crap.
Man, I don't have any time to spare. I've got to get to Alex. Holy. Now what?
You should have just killed me, you know.
When? Here or back at the rim?
Take your pick. You know, Alex, the problem is that you just always had to handle things the hard way. You couldn't just go for the throat.
That's rich, coming from a common thief.
Thief? Just because I took what I needed? Just because I played on my terms?
Terms? I did all the work. You just took the spoils. That's what really pisses you off, isn't it?
No. What pisses me off is that I could have told the Navy that the plan you filed, the one I lifted, was a fake. But I didn't. Not when they took my ship, not when they took my charter, not when they threw my ass in jail. This was between you and me. I wanted to settle the score, but I was going to settle it my way.
You're just Sandra's flunky.
True. Sandra may have set you up, but this victory will be all mine.
What is this? Some kind of game to you?
Yes. Yes, it is. And now the spoils. A noble effort, my friend, but in the end, not enough.
Alex, heads up! How about a little game of chicken? Asshole.
Look out!
Down! Get us back
Down.
I'm trying. She's sluggish.
That has got to be some kind of record.
Hell of a landing, Rick. Too bad you missed me.
What is that smell?
Eye on the ball, Rick. Eye on the ball. I hope this isn't the shortest jump in history.
We're not making the jump. Just yet.
Good. What?
There they are.
Get them.
You know, if you got a plan, I'd really like to hear about it.
I just gotta make it back to that bauxite hole.
What are you, nuts?
I hope you really pissed old David off back there.
It's a safe bet.
Damn.
Follow.
Follow?
Follow!
I think I like my chances better outside.
Missile. Now.
No lock. Gaussfield has them scrambled.
Damn!
He's still behind us.
Figured. You planted a bug.
Bug? Where?
This. They must have planted it on us before we left Sisyphus. It transmitted our nav settings to the Avatar. Ever since then, they've just been following our transponder.
And why are you telling me this now?
So you'd understand when I did this.
I'm getting telemetry from the tap.
Good. No place to hide now.
Rick, why are you feeding them our position?
Just laying the trap.
Trap? What trap? You know they'll catch us when we get in open space.
True, except... David will be going left. By the way, how much seismic explosive do you think they're carrying?
Which way?
They went left. Uh-oh.
Stop. Stop! Stop the ship now!
You know, you really are an asshole.
What the hell was that?
Remember when I asked you about their seismics?
Well, can we still make it?
We'll know soon.
Live or die. It was one hell of a shot. What is that? Get that?
Air? No. The power's good.
Wait. It's the mapper. We're getting readings from the acoustic sensor.
The explosion.
That blast made an echo all the way down to the core.
We were reading a spawner explosion too. About 5 minutes before this last one.
Ah,
I'll have to be sure, but looks like we got a good reading over 70% of the asteroid mass.
how good?
Good enough to make a claim. A solid claim. This rock is ours.
Now all we gotta do is settle with Sandra and the MRC.
Not a problem.
But don't be too sure. She can still make a good case for the ownership of that rock. Remember, she filed the papers under David, not us. Even given David's reputation, I think we're probably still looking at a hearing.
And a hearing it is.
What are you not telling me?
I had the comm open when I finally made it out of that bauxite tube. I was using the signal to track you.
Well, how much did you hear? How much?
Pretty much a full confession. So, how's it feel to be a rich man? You ready to retire?
Retire? Well, hell no, man. I got all kind of plans for the Waltzing Matilda here. I'm gonna put some serious magnetic shielding on all her vitals. Well, hell, I'll just get a complete overhaul.
Man, you can afford any ship you want right now. Let's sell this heap and get a real rig.
You ungrateful bastard. After all we've been through? No, let me tell you. You're gonna do this and you're gonna start right now. You're gonna come up with a program for a total refit of this ship.
Total refit? You mean, anything I want?
Anything you want. After all, nothing's too good for my new senior partner.
It's about damn time.
So here we are, living, working, and even finding joy in the empty spaces between God's creation. I once heard a merchant captain call space that part of hell too cold for even the devil. Me? I like to think he just didn't like the company. Hell, maybe we play our music too loud. Who knows?
Excellent. Let me know the moment the Avatar docks.
Negative, Groves. Inbound is registered at CBR Waltzing Matilda.